Hello Leo, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Leo, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energies. With all that being said, Leo, let's get started. How does Leo currently view this relationship? All right, Leo, let's see what's going on. All right, Leo, so we do have the Four of Cups, we do have the Five of Pentacles, and then we also have the Two of Wands. It's like you're contemplating, like, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? I feel like you know exactly what you should do, but for whatever reason, you just don't want to. Because it's like, you know, right, that you should definitely walk away from this person. It looks like this person brings a lot of stagnancy into your life as well as a lot of lack into your life. This is somebody that you haven't necessarily been happy with for quite some time now. I am definitely getting that a lot of you might feel like this person doesn't really value or appreciate you or even respect you. I'm also getting that as well. You know what I mean? Like, you know that you should walk away from this person, but for whatever reason, it's like, I don't know, man. I just feel like something's stopping you. Let's look at the Two of Wands. Tell me more about, come on. Tell me more about the Two of Wands for Leo. Okay, so we have the Sun, and then we also have the Five of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like what's stopping you, I feel like what's stopping you from walking away from this entire situation is because you just don't know, like, what awaits you if you were to get up and walk away. You know, would you honestly be happy without this person in your life, or would you not? You know what I mean? It's like it's like you don't know if you would be better off, you know, without them in your life or not. Okay, so basically the fear, right, of the unknown, the whole not knowing, right, what your life is going to look like and or consist of without this person in it. Okay. All right, let's look at this person. How does this person currently view this relationship? Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Temperance card, and then okay, so right off the bat, this person is definitely not experiencing this relationship the way that you're experiencing this relationship. No complaints, okay, coming from this person whatsoever. It's one of those things where it's like, how do I explain this? Like, again, I'm just using this as an example, not saying that this is what you're going through with this person. For some of you, you might just be, but let's just say, for a perfect example, you don't trust this person. For whatever reason, you just don't trust them, whether it has everything to do with things that they put you through or everything that, or just things that you've experienced with other people. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you don't even trust this person, which causes you, you know, a lot of stress. It causes you a lot of anxiety. It causes you to, you know, not feel safe and secure with this person. It causes you to experience a lot of negative and intrusive thoughts, things of that nature. But this one over here definitely trusts you, right? You know, they're not experiencing this relationship the way that you're experiencing this. See what I mean? Like, it feels good, right, to be with somebody that you trust. It doesn't feel good to be with somebody that you don't trust. You see what I mean? Like, so again, y'all are not really experiencing this dynamic here the same exact way. You're dealing with things on your end personally that you don't want to continue to deal with in regards to them and your relationship with them. They ain't dealing with nothing. They ain't dealing with nothing. You know what I mean? So if you do have trust issues with this person for whatever reason, you know, that has created a lot of stress and sleepless nights and, you know, unhappiness within your life. But because this is somebody who feels like they could essentially trust you, they ain't stressing. They ain't worried about you. And if you're doing X, Y, and Z behind, you know, they're bad because they trust you enough to know that you're not. You see what I mean? Like, I will say that their relationship with you, it does bring a lot of good, you know, into their life, which is really nice to see. But your relationship with them doesn't bring a lot of good into your life. It brings out, you know, certain things that you personally don't want to continue to, you know, tolerate and or deal with. So if it brings out your trust issues, well, you don't want to continue to spend the rest of your life, you know, with somebody that you don't trust. You see what I mean? Again, just using that as an example. How does Leo... I don't think you trust them. Let's be honest. I don't think you trust them. You know, this is like the epitome of you constantly thinking that this person's constantly doing something behind your back, regardless if they are or not. Regardless if they are or not. They might be or they may not be. You know what I mean? Regardless if they are or not, you don't trust them as far as you can throw them. It's like you constantly find yourself thinking the worst when it comes down to this person. Which, like I said, causes a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights, things of that nature. How does this person currently feel? We have the Seven of Wands. I'll give them that. We also have the Six of Cups, and then we also have the Ten of Swords. I'll give them that. It kind of looks like this person has been fighting to keep this dynamic between you and this person intact and afloat. It kind of looks like this person has been fighting, you know, to keep you in their life. Kind of looks like this person has been, you know, just fighting to just make this work. I will give them that. I will definitely give them that. Yep, I'll give them that. I feel like this person has also like went extremely far. Interesting that I want to put it in that way, in that fashion. I feel like this person has went extremely far to like prove to you that they are serious about you and their relationship with you, and that you don't have anything to essentially worry about. I will give them that as well. I will give them that as well. Okay. Okay. You know, I want to see something real quick. Tell me more about the Page of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Page of Pentacles. Okay, that's interesting. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, hold up. I want to look at the King of Pentacles. This actually kind of got a little interesting here, which could explain why you don't trust them. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse could definitely represent somebody that you can't really rely on and or depend on. It could also imply somebody who has a very difficult time following through on a lot of things. King of Pentacles, which we're going to verify this. Don't jump to conclusions, please. But the King of Pentacles in the reverse can definitely represent somebody who's very, very selfish, which I feel like they are. Somebody who's very stingy with their money. It could also represent a disloyal spouse. Don't jump to conclusions because we're going to look a little bit more into this. Ten of Cups in the reverse. Ten of Cups in the reverse to Six of Wands in the reverse. For whatever reason, it's, how do I explain this to you? It's an energy of, like, going back to what I said, no complaints coming from this person whatsoever. They're not experiencing this relationship the way that you're experiencing it. They trust you, you don't trust them. Therefore, they stressing over anything because they trust you, right? So again, no complaints coming from this person whatsoever, but this to me kind of feels like an energy of, I don't want to be here. I just have to be here. Right? So then there's that. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. Then we have the Lovers, and then we also have the Five of Cups, but it came out in the reverse. I don't know if this person's fighting to keep this dynamic intact and afloat because you guys have a child and are children together. I specifically got a son, or you guys have boys or something. I got a son, but you could have a daughter, of course, with this person, or daughters with this person, but I feel like this person doesn't want to lose you and their relationship with you, but I keep getting like, I don't want to be here, I just have to be here. This could also imply somebody who's codependent off of you. So either they're codependent off of you, or you guys have a family or something like that together. Let's look at the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so we do have the Seven of Wands. Okay. As far as them being disloyal, I'm not getting that, which makes sense as to why this person is not being disloyal, because it makes a lot of sense. I mean, I will give them that. I don't think that this person is that dumb to be disloyal, especially because this is kind of leaning far more towards a codependency type of situation. Like, I have to be here. I have to be here. I can't lose them because I need them. You know what I mean? Like, it has that type of feel to it. And because this person has the mentality of, I need Leo, so I have to be here. Like, they're not going to put themselves in a predicament to essentially play themselves and then end up losing the very person that they need. Because pages are people that are codependent. So just be mindful of that. But you know, it's interesting because I feel like this person has been trying to, like, God, how do I explain this? Like, if this person, how do I say this? Hold on. If this person was a King of Pentacles slash Knight of Pentacles in the upright, when I tell you this person will get up and walk away from this entire situation the moment you do something to dry hump their last nerve, I mean that. Oh, I do mean that. I do mean that. But because I feel like it has a lot to do with money, Leo. Like, because this person's not where they want to be at financially, they feel like they have no choice but to continue to, like, remain, you know, with you, because they're not where they want to be at financially. Therefore, they need you. So this is somebody who's codependent off of you financially. But if they made the money that they wanted to make, if they were as established as they wanted to be, oh, no question, they would get up and walk away from this relationship. It just kind of appears that this person started this relationship, you know, with you with the mentality of, like, if I get with Leo, my life will be better. My life will be better. At least I would have somebody in my life that I can rely on and depend on. At least I would have somebody in my life that I can, you know, just, you know, count on. Like, somebody that's going to be there for me. Like, this is somebody who, you know, I tend to wonder, like, before this person met you, what their life was like, because they kind of strike me as somebody who has never really been able to, like, you know, like, God, how do I explain it? Like, I don't feel like this person has ever been independent before, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't feel like they've ever been independent before. Like, I don't think that this person has, like, yeah, nah, like, they just don't strike me as somebody who has ever been, like, independent. They've always been codependent. Always. Always, 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 always. So it's like the moment they met you, I don't know what it was. Like, something led them to think and believe, like, all right, like, if, if I get with Leo, I don't, I don't have to worry about facing life by myself, because technically speaking, they can't. Because they're not in the financial, like, position to do so. Give me a court card for Leo. Give me a court card for Leo. Yeah. Yep. I knew I knew it, because pages, they always gravitate towards emperors, king of pentacles, empresses, or the queen, you know, of pentacles. They always gravitate towards people like that, and you're showing up as an emperor regardless of your gender. Male or female doesn't matter. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So that's kind of telling me that, you know, you're somebody who can clearly take care of yourself. You're somebody who doesn't need a man or woman for absolutely anything. I feel like you dealt with a lot of pages too. That's another thing too. Like, yeah, I feel like you dealt with a lot of pages. Like people that are very, very codependent, people that don't really have, excuse my French, but their shit together. It's kind of because you come off to me as somebody who has their shit together, which is a good thing. I mean, that's great. You know, I mean, you could do that all by yourself. I think that in itself is a blessing. You know what I mean? But I I feel like you took the wrong person seriously. Because to me, it's like before this one came along, you had nothing but pages flocking to you. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, nothing but pages flocking to you, Leo. And it kind of looks like you were able to dodge them. You know what I mean? And it's like then you got with this one over here, and I don't know. I don't know what caused you to take this person seriously. I don't know. Maybe you fell in love with them. I don't know what happened, but I feel like that's why you probably don't trust this person, is because you can sense on a soul level and on intuitive level, you can sense on a soul level as well as on an intuitive level, that something's not right. That something's not right, you know? I think that a lot of you think that this person's out here playing you and betraying you and deceiving you. I wouldn't go as far as to say all of that, but the intentions are not sincere and it's not pure. It's not pure. You know what I mean? Like this is, before I open my mouth, hold on. Tell you more about the Lovers. Yeah, I just, don't get me wrong. You know, like, do I think that, it's just, they hit the lotto with you. I mean, they fucking hit the lotto with you. I mean, they did. I mean, tell you, I mean, they're a damn page. They hit the fucking lotto with you. They hit the lotto with you. You mean to tell me you got your stuff together? You could pay your own bills? Yeah, like something that they struggle with. Like before this person met you, I don't know their living situation or what I don't know, but like, yeah, like I just feel like when this person met you, like they were already kind of going through it financially, and then boom, you know, here you come along. Somebody who has their shit together, somebody who's established, somebody who doesn't need a man or a woman for absolutely anything. They hit the lotto with you. They hit the lotto with you. Don't get me wrong. I think that this person, you know, develop emotions for you and, you know, things of that nature, but I feel like, how do I explain this to you? Yeah, I feel like that's just kind of what it is. It's just like, I think that when this person met you, you know, they instantly found themselves falling for you and really, really liking you. But, you know, what really sold them, what really, really sold them on you I mean, you're somebody who has your shit together. I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, you do. You know what I mean? And to them, it was just like a no-brainer. Like, let's do this. Let's make this happen. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what we're seeing here, unfortunately. What actions? If I were you, I think it's in your best interest that you, because they're too codependent. They're too codependent. They're too codependent. Like I said, I think this person does have emotions for you. I'm not going to sit here and say that this person's just pining after you because you're loaded or you make, you know, a really good living for yourself. I think that that's one of the reasons, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the reasons for sure. But they just, I don't know, they just kind of come off to me as like, you know, like kind of like a gold digger, straight up, like a gold digger. Male or female doesn't really matter. They kind of come off to me as like, you know, a gold digger. So if I were you, I would definitely avoid, um, mm, I wouldn't even get married to someone like this. Like if I was in your position and I was dealing with a page, I wouldn't, I know, absolutely not. I would not go off and get married to this person or even start a family. No, 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 absolutely not. Absolutely not. No way. No way. Mm-mm. No. If you even entertain, even if you entertain, because I am definitely getting like an energy of them possibly pushing, for marriage eventually. No, 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 absolutely not. No way. No way, Jose. No, no. That's why I'm just like, if I were you, I would avoid, like getting married to this one over here. You know what I mean? Unless you plan on getting a prenup, I mean, go ahead, get married if you want to. You know what I mean? But I personally wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even do that. No. Or even have children with this person either. No. No. No, 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 no. Whatever it is that they're pushing for, because I was getting an energy of them pushing for something, which the Hierophant could imply marriage, or the two of you starting a family. It kind of looks like you're very much so against that, which is a good thing. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of looks like you're very much so against, like, getting married to this one, because these two, technically speaking, are married to one another, or starting a family. I feel like something's kind of like screaming at you to not go through on whatever it is that they're pushing for, which I don't see you going through on whatever it is that they're pushing for. I don't think that it's in your best interest, because you don't want to end up in a situation, you know what I mean, where they're taking half of everything, or you're then, next thing you know, you paying this one alimony because you just so happen to make more money than them. Like, it's just no, 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 no. I think that this is something that I just think that this is something that you should avoid as far as making major life decisions with this person. Personally, if I was you, I would get rid of this person in a heartbeat, because how do I say this to you? Even though this person's not out here doing what you think they're doing, as far as like playing you is concerned, you don't deserve to feel this way with any fucking bati. You don't deserve to feel like somebody's playing you behind your back, even if they are or not. You shouldn't deserve to feel this way. And the thing is, Leo, is that you kind of feel like something ain't fucking right. You know what I mean? And the thing with you is that I feel like you're trying to get down to the bottom, but like, what is it? What isn't? It's just like, it don't even matter at this point. Like, you don't deserve to feel this way with anybody. Like, you don't deserve to feel like you got to look over your shoulder constantly with anybody. Like, you don't deserve to be with somebody who makes you question, like, damn, why are they really with me? Like, you don't deserve to go through that. Fuck what they're hiding. You know what I mean? Or who cares why you feel the way that you feel? The point is that you feel the way that you feel. And you could bring all of that to an end by getting rid of this one here. Okay? That's all you got to do, is sever ties here with this one. And I promise you, you won't feel, the way that you feel right now, because that's kind of like what all that, I mean, that's the only thing that really should matter at this point. You know what I mean? Is not continuing to feel this way in a relationship with anyone. With anyone. I just kind of feel like, I don't know, dude. I just kind of feel like them being with you, it really does benefit them. Because, again, like, I don't even like this either, because it's like, let's just be like grown-ups for like, 2.5 seconds. Let's just get real serious and stop playing games around here, okay? Even though I think that, you are somebody who, does very, very well for yourself, financially. Life be life, and sometimes. Life be life, and sometimes, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You want somebody by your side that you can lean on and depend on if, life starts to life on you. God forbid it never does, but you know what I mean? You can't look at this person and be like, yo, you got me? Because they don't. They don't even got themselves. You know what I mean? And it's just, it's just something to think about. Like, you know what I mean? It's just something to think about. Like, wouldn't it be nice to be with somebody that you trust? Wouldn't it be nice that if God forbid shit hits the fan, you could look over at your spouse and be like, yo, you got me, and they tell you absolutely, and without a shadow of a doubt that they do, and you ain't gotta fucking question it. Like, that's nice. That's nice. And that's the thing, is that you can't look at this person and be like, yo, you got me? Because you know that they don't. They don't even got themselves. You know what I mean? And on top of that, it's like, you're in a relationship where you're constantly stressing. Like, meanwhile, they're over there at peace, living their best life. You know what I mean? Like, codependent as ever off of you. Like, no, 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 no. What's the outcome? What's the outcome? At the end of the day, you're a human being. You can only take so much stress, okay? You can only take so much stress, okay? This entire situation has been stressing you and overwhelming you and just creating so much burdens, you know what I mean, in your life. It has made your life harder, not easier, which makes sense. You're dealing with somebody who's, codependent. Either which way, though, like, there's going to come a point in time where you're not going to be able to do this anymore. You're not going to be able to continue to be with somebody that you can't trust. You're not going to be able to continue to be with someone that if life turns around and life's on you, you can't even rely on them because they can't even rely on themselves. You know what I mean? And there's going to come a point in time where you're just going to like, fuck this, I'm out. I can't do this anymore. I can't. You will eventually get to that point. Guess what? This one over here is going to put up a fight to keep you in their life. And well, shit, if I was in their position, I would turn around and do the exact same thing. But again, it's like, you don't deserve to feel this way. You bring way too much to this damn table to feel this way. In a relationship, absolutely not. You know what I mean? And I promise you, once you pull the plug on this, not only you're going to feel better, you know what I mean? You'll eventually find that perfect person for you. And I am getting that it's not going to take too long. See, with this person that I do see you ending up with, if life starts to, God forbid, life on you, you could turn around and look at your husband and look at your wife and be like, yo, you got me, and then turn around and tell you absolutely. And you just feel and just know without a shadow of a doubt that they got you. You can't do that with this one over here. They don't got you. They don't even got themselves. You know what I mean? To be in a marriage or a relationship with someone that you can actually trust, like, come on. That's amazing. And on top of that, this person will be of your caliber. They bring just as much to the table as you do. Just as much. So you're not going to find yourself doing far more in this marriage and a relationship like you are over here, because you're doing a whole lot in this situation that I'm looking at here. You won't find yourself feeling that way with this person. You know what I mean? Like, just walk away. You know what I mean? Like, just walk away. Understand that you deserve way more than this. You don't deserve to be in a relationship with someone you don't trust, regardless if they're doing what you think they're doing behind your back or not. You don't deserve to feel this way. And you feel this way for a reason. We already discovered the real reason why, you basically feel this way. You're dealing with somebody who is with you because, they got love for you. I'm not going to take that away from them, but they're primarily here because they need you financially. This person that you're going to end up with is going to be with you because they want to be with you, not because they need you, because they don't need you, which is something I really do like about this person. This one don't need you for nothing, just like you don't need them for nothing. Y'all are in this marriage and a relationship that I eventually see you in because y'all want to be here. This kind of different, you know what I mean? It's like they're here because, they got love for you, but they also need you on top of that financially. Bro, no, absolutely not. No. You're going to reach that point. It is what it is. You can only take so much as a human being. Eventually you're going to get tired of being with somebody that you don't trust. It's going to happen. And once it does happen, this one over here is going to lose their damn mind because they don't want to lose you. They need you. But don't rob yourself of experiencing this because you want to hold on to that. Is basically what I'm saying. This right here is definitely worth walking away from this over here. You deserve to have somebody who you know you can trust without a shadow of a doubt. You deserve to be with somebody that you know is going to have your back. Unlike this one over here. That is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in